Less than 6 hours to go until the total eclipse. We got Kelsi Cowan from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science here now to talk about some of the ways that we can experience this today at the museum. Of course, we don't have to be in the path of totality to have fun.
Not at all. Yeah, we have about like 65% totality. Okay. So we're going to still have a lot of fun with that. So a lot of activities happening at the museum.
Show us some of them. What's going on?
Absolutely. Okay. So number one, of course, with the mission, you got to have your glasses.
Absolutely. We got them ready right here.
Yeah, so from about 11:30 to about 2 o'clock, you'll be able to see that crescent, of course, with the moon coming in. But a few things that we have going on, we actually have solar telescopes as well.
Okay, tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So yes, we'll have these giant telescopes. You'll actually be able to see the sun safely, see that, of course, that moon travel over the sun. But in a different form, we have these sun spotter telescopes too, in which you can actually have people gather around to actually be able to see that eclipse too in a fun way as well.
Oh, so that's going to be awesome.
This doesn't look like your typical telescope, but it's another version.
Now,
right?
I imagine not many people have their, their solar telescopes at home, but there are some things at home that they can do from their front porch.
Absolutely. So one thing, you can just go in the kitchen. We'll have these available too, but if you just get one of these, a colander, this actually creates a little pinhole camera, if you will. You can go outside, you can let the sun cast a shadow, and you can see those actually crescent-shaped shadows that the eclipse is going to create. Some other things that are going to be happening too, we can actually create art with the sun.
Really?
So instead of using like a pen or a paintbrush or something, actually we're going to use the sun, and I actually created our logo here.
Oh, wait, you did this with the sun?
I sure did, yes.
How? Okay, explain to me how that works. You gotta.
Yeah, so they'll actually be able to do that today at the museum. But essentially there's actually some material on the paper itself, and so we can actually just, that's very, very sensitive to the sun. It's going to change color, and then you wipe it right off, and you're left with a beautiful masterpiece.
Wait, this is really cool. That's something you can take home then frame, kind of as a memory of today. I love this.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, now we got this ruler right here as well. Tell us what this is for.
Yeah, so this is just another way to be able to explain what exactly is happening for the eclipse. So essentially, we have the moon that is coming in between the sun and the earth, which is going to create a massive shadow on our earth. So you can go outside with our little rulers here and point our moon in the direction of the sun, and it's going to create a little figure of that shadow that's going to be cast on the earth. So that's just going to be one way that will help explain it as we have families coming in and out.
This is such a great way for the museum to get a younger generation involved and plant a love of science in them.
Absolutely, and then be prepared, of course, in August 2044 when the next one comes up.
And maybe at this point they'll be in your spot, right? And you'll be the one who inspired them. They saw this segment right here. They said, I gotta go get my colander. I gotta invest in a solar telescope.
Fingers crossed.
And we gotta get some artwork made, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us when and where and how people can check this out.
Absolutely. So our doors are gonna open at 9 a.m. So it includes price of admission as all of our activities that are gonna be outside on the plaza. Awesome. We're gonna be there with our glasses ready to watch as well, with all these activities and more to be able to enjoy.
Well, I'm sold. Heck, I might be there too, Kelsi.
Come on.
Okay, perfect.
Love to have
Sounds good. Kelsi, thank you so much.
Thank
for your time.